I made a game. I showed it to people, they helped me improve it. I built a bunch of levels and I finished a demo for it. I set up a store page on Steam, hit publish, and nothing happened. Obviously, my next question was, why? Do people hate my game? Do they hate me? I'll give you the answer now. No, I don't think people hate my game. And I don't think they can hate my game because nobody knows my game exists. I don't know if they hate me. I hope not. In this video, I want to tell you a cautionary tale about falling in love with a game idea, how I burned out working on all the wrong things for my game, and some tips I learned along the way. And if you get nothing else out of this video, please get this. Do not trust the ideas that come out of your head. Pretend your game idea is like a partner in crime, like someone just walked up to you after you met them and said, hey, do you want to rob a bank together? Because if you develop a whole game on an idea that you are not sure that you can trust, it just might betray you at the 11th hour and the whole thing could fall apart. I'm a game designer and developer, and last year I did something that you should never do. I fell in love with the game idea. When I got this idea, I immediately dropped all the other ones I was working on and had been prototyping, and I started getting this one into a playable state. I was so excited about this idea, I started telling my friends and family about it right away. Then I heard about Steam Next Fest and how tons and tons of people could see your game if you got your demo into that. So I looked up when the next one was happening, which was October 2025, and I set that as my target. And I can tell you when I did that because I made a task called Steam Next Fest, and I did that on August 27th. Now, I had already started alpha testing the game months before this, which I want to talk about in another video later. So I knew to some extent that the game was pretty fun, and it had definitely improved since I started showing it to people. But I gave myself about 6 weeks to go from less than 100 people have launched it ever to this game will do well in a global market of thousands of demos in a hyper-competitive click-a-thon that you can only do once for your game. Now, here's what I think a sane person would have done. They would have stopped and asked themselves, why do I want to do Steam Next Fest? What am I hoping to get out of it? Does my game look good enough and play well enough to even be in Steam Next Fest? And importantly, does it have to be this October one, or could I wait until the next one, or one after that? But I didn't do that, no. I crammed in hours everywhere I could, before work, after work. Sometimes I stayed up until 2 in the morning, just trying to check off all the things that I thought I needed for Steam Next Fest as fast as possible. I had some art that I cobbled together myself, I had a rough gameplay trailer, some quick bug fixes and polish, but nothing huge. But it wasn't until I burned out from all the work of developing a game that I finally stopped and asked myself 2 very important questions. Would a random person on Steam click my game? And would that random person play my game after they clicked it? And I used this neat Steam developer feature to preview Steam Next Fest, like what my game would actually look like next to other games. And when I did that, my heart sank immediately because I knew the answer to those questions was probably not. Then I learned from Chris Zukowski from How to Market a Game, which is an awesome channel, that Steam Next Fest basically takes how well your game is already doing and multiplies it. So if I came in with 100 wish lists, I could ideally double or triple that for 300 or 400 wish lists. Some games in the past have come in with 20 or 30,000 wish lists and then they get 20 or 30,000 more. But since I want something somewhere between 300 and 30,000 wish lists, it just wasn't adding up to do this October Steam Next Fest. So I thought about it for a few hours and then I opted out. I had worked and worked and worked up until about a week before Steam Next Fest. To be honest, I felt pretty defeated after that. Like, this golden hour was about to grace the Steam pages of so many games, and mine would not be one of them. The thing I worked so hard for was just no longer happening, so I had no goal to work toward anymore. I thought I would be like Tony Stark, just slaving away in a cave somewhere with nobody knowing, and then bust out with this awesome suit of armor, which is my game, and people would be like, yeah, that's awesome. But then I realized what I really want to do is share this experience, because I absolutely love game development, and I'm really excited about this game idea, but all the other ones that I hope to make in the future as well. So I took the leap I made a game development channel in 2025, and if you're still watching, then I hope you'll join me on this journey. My channel's a pretty clean slate right now, so I'd love to hear what kinds of videos you would want to see in the comments. And you can already play the game I've been talking about. It's called Jacob's Ladder, and it's a first-person puzzler. I'm trying to make it feel like if Portal happened in the backrooms. You can check it out on Steam, and if it looks cool to you, give it a wish list. But if it doesn't look cool to you, make me earn it. Don't give me that wish list yet, okay? Keep watching, see if it gets better. I've got a lot planned, but that's all for now, so I'll see you in the next one.